let's do this. Let's do this. There's Mr. Frank. Really? That's very interesting. I'm sure it starred Mr. Jeff. So I've had that line in my head for several days. And I knew what the song was. I knew I had heard it 100 times in my life. And I could not figure out what song it was. And then this morning, it just, it's one of those things where you overthink, and then all of a sudden this morning, boom, it hit me. And that song also contains another line in it, a line that I've used in many, many stories as well. Austin to Bentley in Arabic, yes. My brother's Austin to his Bentley in Arabic. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it up there. Put it up there to see if anybody knows what song it is without cheating and Googling it. Googly. Nick will know if Nick jumps in today. Maybe. Who knows? Nick is that well of random information you don't know what he knows or what he doesn't. Don't ring a cowbell. Yeah, it doesn't. But no. I'll We got big plans for this weekend. Probably a White Six song about Tawny Kitaen. You know what? that would make sense. Mailman just dropped, I'm sure, garbage. Yesterday, my wife was like, "Oh, I'm going to order food." Her and my daughter are making pickles, canned pickles, tomorrow for her 50th birthday party. That's going to be one of the things on the table, whatever you call it, centerpieces. It'll be a little jar of pickles. She's making like 80 little jars of pickles. So her and my daughter are going to do it. So she's like, she ordered a bunch of supplies for it. And she's like, it'll be here. What time you have therapy? I'm like, 3. It cannot be. She's like, all right, I'll do it from noon to 2. Perfect. She's like, yeah, but then Walmart, it's a Walmart delivery, but then Amazon is dropping off the little glass canisters. So you'll have 2 orders coming in, whatever, tomorrow. I'm like, all right, no problem. I sit right up front here. I'll see it. I don't know when it was, if it was when I took a shower, when I was making my lunch yesterday. Ooh. But apparently I missed it. And like 5 o'clock she calls on her way home. She's like, "Did you bring all that stuff in?" I'm like, "What stuff?" Like, shit, was there anything? Because it's been out in like 95-degree heat for like 5 hours now. She's like, "I thought you would have saw it." I said, "I thought you would have mentioned, hey, they're on their way." Walmart will message and say, where people are picking up shit. Luckily, it was just, luckily there was no actual cucumbers. There was just, like sugar and spices and a couple other things. Vinegar, I guess. Pulled all that shit in yesterday. Then I forgot to check the mail because a book came in that I ordered. So I'll do a unboxing later on for my TikTok, which 7 people look at now, and they don't ever share, or my YouTube, which 20 people look at and eventually follow me. So who knows, Mr. Frank? Who freaking knows? I want to remind everybody, watching now, it's just Frank. I want to remind everybody who watches this after the fact to subscribe or resubscribe and also follow me on YouTube. I'll just say it until people actually do it. The hell is everybody? There's Tom Duffy. Tom would know what the song was that I commented, that I posted, without cheating, without googling it, oogly googly. The other line from that song, besides "Now she eases gently from her Austin to her Bentley," was "It's not the kill, it's the thrill of the chase." And I've used that line in books for about 10 years or more. Just a good line. So there you go. Again, without cheating, if anybody can figure out what song it is that had been in my head for 4 days straight, I couldn't. Just that line, just that friggin' "Now she eases gently from her Austin to her Bentley," just that line drove me nuts. There's that annoying dad with his kid. They ride their bikes, and they've been doing it for like 2 years, and then he won't. I guarantee you, the kid won't close the children's little free library, and he'll just walk off. There's Chad Lutsky. Chad Lutsky will know the song without cheating and googling it. Chad, the song has been bothering me for like 4 straight days. Not even a song, a line from the song. I finally figured it out this morning. You know when you overthink something, and all of a sudden then you just don't think, and it like hits you. Oh, that's the song. And the line is, "Now she eases gently from her Austin to her Bentley." I could not figure out the song at all, but I figured it out. But anyway, welcome in. Positive Friday. I'm positive this little brat is not going to close the little free library, and the dad won't close it either. And it's almost like I want all the books to be ruined, so then when they come back, they're like, "Oh, well, there's no books. I wonder what happened." Oh, because we didn't close the little free library like awful people. Like I'm gonna go to their house and just open all their doors and windows and be like, well, is what it is. Open all your cabinets. The dad has like no patience. The kid's like, no, two books, and he's like, no, just one. Really, you can't take two books. Oh, the kid closed it. The dad wouldn't have closed it, but the kid actually closed it. Thank you. If it's 80s butt rock, I probably won't know it, but that sounds like a Paul Stanley lyric. And it's not, then I'll bet he's jealous he didn't come up with it for... Yeah. I want to put my log in your fireplace. That's vintage Paul Stanley right there. We're going down the highway doing 69. Also great lyrics. No. It's not a band that I listen to a lot. There's Nick Zinn. Nick Zinn will know it. Nick Zinn, have you been listening at all? Put your hand in my pocket. Yeah, exactly. Now, without cheating, Nick, without Googling it, now she eases gently from her Austin to her Bentley. What song is that from? I believe it's late 80s or maybe into the 90s. It's not a band that I'm a huge fan of either. They just put out one album that had like 2 or 3 good songs on it. Likely not Winger or Ace Frehley, no. And again, the other line from that song is, it's not the kill, it's the thrill of the chase. I just Googled it, it's a great song, right? Like, that's a band that I am not a fan of at all. And yet, when that album came out, it was like big hype, and somebody played it, and like that song, especially the beginning, the opening part, is freaking fantastic. There's like 3, 4 really good songs on that album, but that's it. I don't listen to anything else that they've ever put out. All their classics. That second lyric, it's not the kill, it's the thrill of the chase. I've used that in probably a dozen stories in my life. Dangerous Toys. No, I don't like Dangerous Toys, but that's not who I'm talking about. That isn't who the referral is. You can keep guessing, Nick, if you want, or you just give up. Either way. Miss Frank says probably a Whitesnake song. Dude, that's very adjacent. Very. Got a little cut or something on my thumb. Bleeding to death. Coverdale Page, no. I can't name one Coverdale Page song. Coverdale Page. Classic. Tonight we are going to see her cousin's sons play baseball. 12 and 13-year-olds playing baseball in probably 90-degree heat. But then I'm going to be like, you know what? I just had to do all that bullshit. Now take me to Whataburger. Take me to Whataburger. I want mushrooms on my burger. Yesterday, for lunch, Chad said Whitesnake adjacent. He did. I mean, not like right next to it adjacent. The yesterday for lunch, my wife bought little sausage. I wanted her to buy sausage patties, like the normal. She bought the tiny ones, so there was 8 of them. Coverdale is the right path. I don't. Well, yeah. I was gonna say no, but yeah, no. What? 100%. You're right. Duh. You are right. Coverdale is the adjacency. So you know what, Chad? You are right. Um. So I made 8 little sausage patties, and then 3 eggs that I kind of scrambled. Then I made 2 cinnamon raisin bagels. Right out of the toaster, you got to put a piece of slice of cheese on it for a base, because the bagel's got a hole in it. And I took 4 of the patties and I just lined them, put the egg on top, and then I put the top, and then that was my sausage, egg and cheese, cinnamon raisin bagel sandwiches yesterday. Freaking delicious. I dig the Dean. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm wearing this. Yeah. One of the greatest cartoons ever. Ever. And then, for dinner last night, we had, those round tortilla chips from Mission, is the company. And, I made, shrimp, cut the small shrimp, cut them in thirds. Ooh, FedEx is here. Then mushrooms, then red pepper, green pepper, onion. I cooked all that together with some taco seasoning on all of the food. Then I threw it on top of the chips and with some cheese melted on top. And holy crap, was it good. I ate too much. Well, with that hint, it's not Coverdale Page or White Snake. There really is only one other answer. Give it, Tom Duffy, give it! And don't say Kingdom Come. That is not the answer. Van Hagar. How is that even close to adjacent? Who is Deep Purple? The song is Knocking at Your Back Door from the Perfect Strangers album. The only... What are you doing, man? He stopped. He went into the back, came out, checked his little handheld device, and then drove away. The Perfect Strangers album, when that album came out, I don't know what year that came out. I'm going to look that up. I love that album. I don't even know why. $1984 that came out. That's way earlier than I thought it did. I was like, oh, that's got to be like 89 or 90. Wow. Anyway, I like that album. I like it a lot. But that's it. I don't like anything else by Deep Purple. I mean, everybody Smoke on the Water. I mean, it's the first thing you got to learn how to play on guitar. Or are you even a guitar player? So that stupid lyric has been in my head for days, and I don't think I heard the song. Like I don't think I heard it. I don't think they played it in like a restaurant when I was there. I don't think Ozzy's Boneyard, if they played it, maybe it was just subconsciously I didn't even really listen. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Next time will be a Coverdale Page song. Standing Tall on the Wings of My Dreams. Oh, Nick. That's the only perfect strangers I know. You should listen to that. You should listen to that album. It does feel really close. Of course, I've already hit the next page on this, but whatever. So I am like that far into this page already, Nick. We were probably wondering about covered up. You're probably looking up covered up page songs. Tom, I will see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And then we will, I was more worried about Winger. I'm going to listen to some Winger later this afternoon. While I write. Because, you know, Winger. That's what I was going to ask. Thought of this yesterday. Feelings on Meatloaf, singer not food. This is my take, even though it's Positive Friday. And I'll give you a little back story time. Story time, you're going to have to wait for me to finish this chapter. My mother played that Bad Out of Hell album. Was I like maybe 8 years old, 9 years old when that thing came out? She played that album about 1 billion times. My mother was a stay-at-home mom. Thank you, Nick. And so she would play that album constantly. Fucking constantly. And me and my brother would have to listen to it. And again, that young, I didn't understand all the sexual innuendos. I don't understand what the hell is Phil Rizzuto calling play-by-play on a baseball game. That doesn't make any sense at the time. You know, all of that. I hated it. It is like, for me, it is the worst album in the world. I hate every song on it. I hate the overwrought emotion on it. I hate the dude that actually wrote all those friggin' songs. I hate everything about it. I would put that up there with Meatloaf, that album, because I don't think I've ever really heard too much of anything else. Well, maybe that, I Won't Do That, whatever that awful song was. So anything Meatloaf or Rush, I don't want to hear. And I knew you would say that, Chad, and I'm fine with that. Yeah, we all have our own opinions. Mine is right, and yours is wrong. That's my opinion. And I think the part of that is that literally, like, every day for like, it felt like eternity, my mother would play that fucking album. And it just annoyed me so much. Because my mother had a huge album collection. Like several thousand albums. And like several thousand 45s. And like all kinds of stuff. And I'm just like, you know, she would just put like, while she's cleaning the house. That explains things. You always hate everything your mom loves. Like, right. I became a Dean Koontz fan, and she's a Stephen King fan. There are not many bands that I like. Queen, loved Queen. She was a big Queen, but again, she didn't play it to death. You know? Oh, my mom, yes, she does. She will eat ketchup and stuff, yes. And so that, I think that is the problem. Now, if I quietly went on Spotify and put that album on, I would probably not hate it as much as I think I hate it. And I know I could sing along to every freaking part to it. Yeah, and she's an early Kiss fan. She bought me on 8-track double platinum. And she had the double album herself. Which is probably why I like 80s Kiss more than the old stuff. Just, you think, listen to this, I hated my mom. I love my mom. I'm going to see her tomorrow to help her shift around some of my dad's sports cards to sell. And Tom Duffy's coming along with me. Was it that bad? I mean, it's just music after all. Yeah, it's music that I did not like. It's music that literally every day of my life, especially like in the summer when you're home, I was woken up because my mother had that friggin' album on. Like literally every morning she would start with a cup of coffee and the Meatloaf album. And it felt like every day. And it was probably like 3 days that summer. But looking back at 55 years old, it felt like every day the day started with Bad Outta Hell by Meatloaf on. Don't play blackjack with Tom Duffy. So that was, yeah. So that's excellent question. Excellent question. And then when Scott Ian of Anthrax married his daughter, I really didn't care about that. Yeah. So that was, although obviously he made a big mistake by not working with that Jim, whatever his name is, next couple albums. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And to me, it's never just music. Music is was a huge part of my life growing up. It still is a huge part. I can't imagine not having music that I like. So there you go. No, there you go. So yeah, me and Tom are going to go down to my mom's. Help out a little bit. Go get some New York style pizza for lunch. But I know what you are writing. You may know. I am writing me and Tom Duffy, the aforementioned Tom Duffy, are starting our third trilogy together. And I am chapter 10 of 50 chapters, likely, into this book right now. So we're just kind of feeling it out, getting some of the new characters. It's totally different from the last two things we did. It is a noir, private investigator noir thriller, but set in modern times. So we don't have to worry about this is set in the 1920s and hey, go get me a Lucky, see? None of that. Makes sense, worth it. Exactly. So, but I gotta finish this chapter so then Tom can write the next chapter. Our goal is for each of us to write a chapter a day, so we get 2 chapters knocked in, and then Tom doesn't write Saturday or Sunday. So then Monday we will jump right back in. Are you a writer? What are you writing? Lily Lumiere. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Lily Light. Doesn't Lumiere mean light or something? I don't know. I'm just a writer. Oh, okay, cool. Yes, it does mean light. See, I knew. It was good. I only got a few more lines here, and then I can get to the next. I'll get to the next page, finish up the next page, and then throw it back to Tom to get his chapter done. If Tom gets his chapter done this afternoon, then over the weekend, probably not tomorrow, because me and Tom will be down at near Daytona Beach, near my mom's, but I'll get it done like Sunday. What are your feelings on Olivia Newton-John? I really don't have a ton of feelings on her. Obviously, I'm into blondes, so I'm sure I touched myself thinking about Olivia Newton-John when I was a teenager. I don't really remember. I know we were on vacation when I was a kid with a bunch of other people. There was like 8 or 9 kids, and we were like down on like Seaside or Wildwood or something, and it was raining. It rained for like the whole 3 days we were there. And Grease was in the theater, or as my wife would say, the theater. And so they dropped all of us kids off, and I was just like 8, 9 years old. They dropped us all off at the theater, and we watched Grease. And all the girls that were with us absolutely loved it. And I was like, it's all right. Again, you're 8 years old. You don't get a lot of the sexual innuendos and the understanding of the movie. And then the next day, like, what do you kids want to do? There's nothing to do. Oh, let's go see Grease again. And then we went and saw Grease 2 days in a row. Musically, my mother, of course, she had the Olivia Newton-John 45s. Physical. Xanadu. Whatever else she put out. I don't hate her. I don't listen to her. I'm not going to listen to Sheena Easton either. There's Mr. Frank, although I thought you were here already, Mr. Frank. Did you disappear? Did they make you do work? That stupid job? I wake up in the afternoon because I ain't got a stupid job. I was, but I'm gone. But you missed a lot. You missed a lot. And so you're going to have to watch this again on YouTube. I want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe. And also, please follow me on YouTube. Please. Please, I need like 775 more followers on there. That's not a lot. In the grand scheme of things, there's a lot of people in this world. I watched a walk and talk prior to you coming on Twitch. Was it today's? Was it today's walk and talk? About weather? I'm doing the work. I'm smart, not dumb like people think. I'm banging cocktail waitresses 2 at a time. Next page, Nick Zinn. You son of a... Next page. Nick, did you hear about Ace? Oh, yeah, we were talking about it. Yeah. In fact, Nick sent me a message yesterday, before I knew, and said they replaced Ace with Winger. And I said, I'd rather see Winger. Kip Winger has much better jokes. Tom, back to you. Chapter done. Get her done. Whip Kinger. Oh, I heard about it. You're still crying in my beer. You shouldn't cry in your beer because it makes it way too salty to drink. My summer in Runt. Exactly. All right. Chapter done. Now I can get over here. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll knock this page off. Hey, old bridge, where's the new bridge? Yeah. Didn't you say he uses that stupid joke every time for the past 40 years? 400 spammers calls today already. Jesus. That was a joke of Birch. I remember you telling me that several times. Those were always great shows, though. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he puts on a magnificent show. I don't believe I've ever seen Ace Frehley live. I might have, but I don't believe so. I know one time years ago I was supposed to go see Paul Stanley at the Stone Pony, but something else happened that night. Or there might have been another show, and I did not go. The one show I always regret not going to was going to see the Ramones at Tradewinds. I think that would have been interesting, them playing Tradewinds. Next page, Nick Zinn. Next page. Appreciate it. Knocking this crap out. Yeah, another one is right. Interesting. Yes. This is. I got another page on this one to write. I'm not going to write it now. I'm about wrapping this shit up. See what else I have coming. I don't ever have a lot coming up, which is good. May is almost over. Ghost Pepper Cereal TikTok this weekend. Looking forward to it. Man, my TikTok is doing nothing. I'm just too lazy to just start a new one. Like, was it really doing anything for me anyway? You know what I mean? Was it really like, oh, I gotta do it because I was making so much money TikToking? Trying to build up this friggin' YouTube, though. Oh, it's humbling. Humbling. So I was talking to you about the my Minecraft game, that all the villagers got killed, and I was like, well, I'm done. And then yesterday I started a new game in the swamp. I played it for like 2-3 hours yesterday, and I played it for like 2-3 hours this morning. And I can't find... Going through, I found one piece of iron so far. You need 2 in order to make an item, a shearing scissors, so I can shear the wool off of the sheep, so that I can take the sheared wool and the planks and make a bed, so that I can save, and then if I die, I go right back to that bed. And being unable to, I found one so far, and being unable to do that, it makes it very hard. Mango King TV, welcome. Well, like, what do you do to slice? Get it? And then, yeah, so then I keep dying because I don't have all the items I normally would have, because it's just starting out again. So I don't have bow and arrow, so the flying things keep killing me. I finally built a house where I could put a bed in, but I don't have the tools to make the bed. I came by the writing text, but I feel obligated to mention after reading your bio, I'm a Dodgers fan. You know what? I have no problem with you being a Dodgers fan. Being a Red Sox fan, I'm glad Mookie Betts is still doing awesome. I hate the Yankees, being a Red Sox fan. So, I got no problem with the Dodgers at all. A lot of people are like, "Oh, they're ruining baseball," but no, all the other teams are ruining baseball. The Marlins, the Pirates, the Rockies. You know, those teams are ruining baseball by not spending any damn money. The enemy of my enemy, exactly, exactly right. You know, with the Yankees in the playoffs, in the World Series, I don't watch any of the games because I hate them so much. And whenever I watch, they win. So by me not watching, you're welcome. Why do they always say the best team in baseball is ruining baseball? Because they're jealous. Because everybody's like, oh, there should be a salary cap. Well, that time has come and gone years and years ago. Yeah, who the F are they is right, Mr. Frank. There are only certain teams I don't like. I'm going to tell you who I don't like. Hate the Yankees. I don't like the Houston Astros. I just don't. They just seem arrogant. I do not like the St. Louis Cardinals either. I just don't like them. Everybody else is all right. Aaron Judge looks like a final boss. He just looms over the plate like a lion. He is not a good-looking man. He's got that giant horse face. If him and what is her, Sarah Michelle Parker, what's her name, that married Matthew Broderick from the Sex and the City, if those two had a kid, it would just be a giant horse face. Now, there's certain teams that I will root for. I root for the Marlins, even though I shouldn't, and only because I went to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, their AA and then their AAA team, and I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. So I feel like I like a lot of the players. Okay. Thoughts on the Padres? I think Machado is an arrogant prick, but I have no problem with the team as a whole. I like the Padres. I have no problem with them. You know, there's certain, like the Mariners, you know, you wish at one time they would win. The Angels, my God, what a waste of Mike Trout's talents in the 15 games he plays every year when he's not hurt. Everybody's like, oh, you can't trade Trout. What? You got rid of Ohtani. You know what I mean? Tatis Jr. is incredibly talented. Yeah, that guy is elite. I like watching. There's certain guys that when they come up to bat, when I'm watching MLB Network every night, and I'm like, you know, I still feel guilty about you, Darvish. Yeah. You know what? And again, with a lot of these guys, it's just injuries. It's just so much injuries. Padres, worst uniform in baseball. It's gotten better, but no, yeah, that's not a great. Although the Astros have an awful uniform as well. I hate all these city uniforms and stuff now. You know, all these cash grabs on this stuff. These uniforms don't really look good. Listen, I'm a diehard Red Sox fan, but stop wearing that ugly yellow softball uniform. Like that's horrific. That's bad. I could even scrape my mind around the Padres away uniform. Yeah, some good stuff there. Some good stuff there. But there's other teams like I don't really like. Most other teams I really don't care about. You know. But you get what you pay for. You know, like, oh, the White Sox are bad. Oh, the Rockies are bad. Well, yeah, because you're not spending any money on good players. You're trading the minimal pieces you have for like 2 or 3 kind of prospects that are never going to pan out in that system because there's, you know, nothing around. Do you like writing sports dramas, or is it too off-brand for what you're built up? Yeah, I really don't write. I mean, there's some characters that I've written in the past that were football players, baseball players, and stuff, but nothing that I'm writing a story based on that. Although I do have a crime thriller short story about a failed baseball player that I'm looking to get published, but not. I really don't do that. I did a non-fiction baseball book. A view from my seat, my season with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, and it details my family's love of baseball, and so there's that I've written. Yet I enjoy a retro green and yellow A's uniform. Zombie Super Bowl. Yeah, I did write. Was that the name of that? Or was it Zombie Football? I think the name of that garbage I wrote was Zombie Football. I just got a rejection letter when I tried to publish. It was this morning. You know what? You turn that story around and you send the damn thing back out. I got about 20 stories that are currently out there. I'm waiting for rejections or hopefully acceptances on. But as soon as I get a rejection on it, if I don't get any feedback on it, I just find another market for it. All you can do. Just keep getting out there and getting out there. Yeah, Zombie Football was the name of that one, Mr. Frank. Yeah, you write stuff for the money. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. It's like stepping up to play, but I'm not going back to the dugout ever. There you go. There's your analogy. That's a good analogy. Zombinis. I told you I wrote the one. They never even released the zombie bees. Like, no, zombies. It should be zombies. Nope, they wanted zombie bees. That's just stupid. Have a good one. Back to work, a.k.a. Dynamite Time. Don't blow your fingers off, Nick. Be careful out there. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up as well. I'm going to be honest, I got to go take a nap. I'm exhausted. And I know I got this 12 and 13-year-old baseball game tonight at 6:30 in 90-degree heat. So this should be a lot of fun. I will be back on Monday, which is Memorial Day. So a nap and a crap. Both. I'll be back on Monday. Some of you will be celebrating Memorial Day. I will not be. I mean, maybe we'll make hot dogs or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'll be here on Monday. I'll see everybody. Have a great, great weekend. And I will talk to you later. Make sure you follow me on YouTube as well. Follow me on YouTube. Look for my name and follow me there. I need as many followers as is humanly possible there. Thank you. Nap, crap, or scrap. Nobody sleeps for free. Now I'm going to have that stupid Nobody Rides for Free rat song. Or 4,000 other songs that was Nobody Rides for Free. Dirty Looks had a song, Nobody Rides for Free. Oh, so many songs. Alright, anyway.